I'm back. It's like, I'm here. Hello, it's Intuitive Astrology time. Yes. Ooh, as soon as I get on, I'm going to sneeze. So there's something going on. Let's go, Leo. Let's go, Leo. Let's go, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini. Woo, woo. Hello, everyone. My lovies. Man, I went outside and just to sit in this, just to go. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Candace. Just to sit, I was just outside sitting on the grass and just, coming into a balance and just feeling the flows of energy. It's quite, it's a lot. And then I kind of dozed off there with it, and sitting there with the energies right now. So it's like, oh, interesting. And I thought, okay, best I come in. It's time to go. And then I look and I'm like, no wonder it just shifted. The moon went into Sagittarius. So feeling easy to fall into yourself. It's loopy. Yeah. So, and seeing that the moon has just slipped in at 0 degrees right now. It's 0 degrees of Sag. So revelations are not revelations. Revelations are going to be coming in. Insights of the depth of the moon in Scorpio are going to be coming up as we go through. And the moon and the sun is sitting at exactly 29 degrees of Virgo. So at the very pinnable point of what's happening. Hello, Tamara. Just at this point of transformation. And I just wanted to, 1 second here. Let's see. Symbol. I'm going to look up the Sabian symbol because this is quite a transformation. 29 degrees. Virgo. The Sabian symbol of Virgo is a man is gaining secret knowledge from an ancient scroll he is reading. Okay, so mastery. All right, that's what I was getting. So this is gaining secret knowledge. So right now it's the energy about gaining knowledge, gaining some insight of the world around you. So, and he's listening to the insight. So this is really beautiful strength that is coming in. So of gaining secret knowledge that can literally refer to a written material, but it can also mean unwritten things, the myths and stories that are base elements of our humanity. It is, however, the ability to translate this knowledge into practical set of lessons for our day-to-day life that assists our progress as we grow and mature. Stories from the past and from mythology are verbalizations of our inner archetype, and oracle is something that reveals secret knowledge. The caution, the key words here is learning from ancient mysteries. So right now it's like, that mastery of learning, but failing to acknowledge old wisdom and losing one's common sense, losing touch with reality is something we have to watch with the energies that are right now. So I'm reading, I just Googled up Sabian symbols, and the Sabian symbol for Virgo at 29 degrees. And that's the meaning of the Sabian symbol at 29 degrees. It's ancient wisdom, but it's acknowledging the ancient wisdom. It's acknowledging it and bringing it into the mastery of what we are, what these next 3 months are going to bring forth. And as we are entering into Libra, and as we are entering into this energy of newness and this new knowledge, it's really bringing in a transformation, and bringing in a huge transformation for us of stepping into newness. Aha. So, my lovies, who's going to go first today? Yeah, Gemini's had it pretty good for the last few weeks, when it comes to doing the readings. Geminis have had it really good, and getting them, being first up. Like, what was that, Gemini? So you must have been behaving yourselves. Well, here we have first up on this week is Aries. I really feel for my lovely Aries out there. Move over, Geminis. Next 50 weeks, we will be last again. And Aries has been last. Now Aries is first. So here we got this energy of Aries. And we know that there's been a lot happening for you because we have Mars retrograde. So your ruler's in there. And being retrograde, I mean, the intensity is starting to build up. We thought it was intense when it started about a week and a half ago. Well, it's going to start to pep up a little bit more for you as this week continues on. And you have it happening into your, and I got your 4th house coming in. So everything to do with home life. How's your home life? What's going on with home life? What's going on with home? Home is coming in. How are you setting up your house? How does your house feel? Does it feel, are you comfortable? Are you not comfortable? What's going on? And I also got the 8th house. The 8th house is transformation. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. It's your house. It's your house, the 4th house. Like, what is happening with your house? Are you comfortable in your house? I mean, this is about transformation in all areas, and it's about shared resources and intense emotions. So is there things that are shared in the house? Are they causing tension in the house? Is there anything to do with, emotions that are running high in the house? So this is really coming into, because if your house isn't comfortable, if your house isn't well, if your house is feeling yucky and icky, it's time to look into what we need to move. What energies do we need to move around? What are the energies looking like for you? And if you're not moving them, or if you're still sitting in the same energies, if you're still sitting into the sameness, then you're going to find that, things could back up. I mean, your finances could back up. It could get stuck. You could find that your focus is not there, and that there's untapped potential and energies that are there that you are not seeing because you're not moving the energies around. So cleansing, clearing, all of that have to do with this. And surrounding yourself with things that are very positive. Whatever you find that is positive, that you love, start bringing it in. Let's start bringing the house in what you love, what you enjoy. And in doing that, it's like, movement, having some kind of movement happening in the house is important. We got dance for you. So, of course, dancing, allowing your body to move. This is really creating openings for you, right? And this is creating where you're going to have things, especially when it comes to financials. Financial solutions are going to be on, opening up for you. If you're moving it, and if you're moving things around or repainting your bathroom, definitely. And this is where it's like to make your heart-centered promise. This is like, because your heart, your home is your heart, your hearth. So coming into that heart of the home, coming into this time to really bring in some newness, and that's really what they're stressing. And it's making this a love commitment to, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. And especially as we're coming into the next 3 months. So with the equinox, and you have the equinox tomorrow, it's what kind of commitments of love, and love can be in many different ways, to yourself, to others, to friends, to projects. What is that commitment to love that you want to bring in? So you can get more into that rhythm of dance, to allowing yourself to enjoy what you do have around you. And the blessings that are coming in is blessings for unity where once there was division. So bringing in some positivity, bringing in some, wherever there was division, we're bringing in that peace, that sanctuary, that love that we want to have come in with this. And and when you do that, that means that you can state your terms, because Mercury, is arriving in and stating your terms. What is it that you want to create? So there's, repent and believe the Bible. Repent and believe in the Bible. Really? Oh, okay. Thanks for sharing, Sharon. What we have here for you is, it's the Chariot. So choices on which way you want to go, choices on where you want to, what do you want to believe and where you want to go. So having those choices come in, direction, looking at the direction you want to go in when it comes to the home. And the home, when you look at the home has to do with family and friends and gathering of who you really want to bring in. This is where you want to look into any inequalities that are around you that exist, or anything that you're bringing into the home that you feel is no longer in alignment for you. So there's lots of transformation that's coming in for you this week, Aries, and I feel it's positive. I know the pressures of Mars is really penting up, really ramping up there, but moving things around is going to be a good thing. There you go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Won't luck. I won't luck. I won't luck. Oh, of course we get somebody who wants to convert me and bring in the Bible. And just hate to tell the people about the Bible, they better educate themselves, because everything in the Bible is based on astrology. Because astrology is a science. So, oh my God. Let's see what's going on here. See where that person is. One comment. Hello, Rose. Hello, love. I'm just trying to see where I can find that person that just commented on me. Ooh, where are you? There you go. Oops. Oh my goodness. Ban the user. Ban this user. Okay, Sharon's banned. So sorry. We have no more Bible thumpers on there. What's intuitive astrology? What's intuitive astrology? That's a great question. It's when I channel the energies of the astrology of whatever I'm reading, and I go with my intuition. So I'm doing Virgo. And I look at where Virgo, what's happening in the planet of Virgo, or the planet. So much is coming in. So intuitive astrology is when I channel the energies of that sign and bring in the 411 of what's going on for that week, for that sign. That's what it is. Woo! And Virgo, you have the sun is going to be leaving your sign. So we're going to have some real nice kind of opening, sort of like breathing time before Venus heads her way to you. Venus won't be there for another couple of weeks. But this is really helping you to get, and I feel like once the sun is out there, it's almost where I got breathing time. I got to be like, you're able to breathe. Things are really moving into things in a more positive way. And, in comes Jupiter, and at least Jupiter is, going forward. This is a general reading for all signs, MG Hammers. So I just did Aries. So energies of Aries. So now I'm doing Virgo. And so for you, there's a lot of expansion that's coming in. So there's things that are going to be expanding. And now expansion can happen positively or negatively. It's depending how you look at it. But this is bringing in a lot of self-belief. This is bringing in a lot of where your belief systems, what do you believe? What has been expanding? What has been retracting for you? What do you want to put more energy into? And what do you want to pull back from? So this energy that's coming in for you, Virgos, it's getting you to really start to really ramp up and take a look more deeply into the directions of where you feel you need to put your energies to. Because I feel like there's some blocks that are coming in for the Virgos that there's been so much, I think, exhaustion with the sun being there and everything. And, the transitions of moving into Libra. This is where it comes into where do you want to expand? Is it the relationships? Because it's going into Libra. So there's relationships that are coming in. It's the timing with Juno right now. And that is bringing in a lot of energy, and even with Sirius. So there's a lot to do with how you want to expand when it comes to relationships. Where do you want to retract from it? Which ones are working for you, and how are you communicating? Is there a massive boost or something? Is there somewhere that you're communicating? Do you need to work on that communications a little bit more? And as you are looking into it, this is really with the relationships, it's coming back to your self-worth. Is this worthy of me? Am I worthy of them? This is where just don't think the focus is off of you yet because of the sun going in. But this is also the time to focus on these relationships, the ones that are working, the ones you want to spend more time. And that's going to bring in unity for you. It's going to help to radiate. It's going to bring in some unity. This is going to bring in a hidden undercurrents about how you are treated, and the world and worth could surface now. And especially with Venus is coming closer to you. She's meeting Vesta. This is coming into the heart. This is coming into the home. This is coming into this energy, and your ruler Mercury, as it's moving through Libra, and it will be going into Scorpio and then slowing down because it's going to be going retrograde. But there's still getting that information, allowing for you to receive a lot of information right now, and listening to the information that's coming through so that it's going to help you to move forward. And all you need is to taking some time with the expansion that's coming forth and that's coming towards you. Oh my goodness, there's just so much energy that's coming in. And I got there's a rebirthing. I got a rebirthing of what's coming in, and a rebirthing that's coming in. Oh, I've taken many courses from Rick, who taught me astrology. Oh my goodness, I have many teachers. I have Rick Levine. I've studied with many different astrologers over the years. And then I also do my own practice. And it's reinventing yourself. The thing is about when it comes to energies and the relationships for you, Virgo. This is this rebirthing that's coming in for you, this energy that's coming in for you. It's allowing you to create this reality. It's allowing you to create something new that you solely desire and want. And this energy that you solely desire and want has to do with how you are relating not only to others, but to yourself. And with that, it's looking into your own wisdom. It's looking into your own wisdom. So there's blessings of your wisdom. Look into your wisdom. Look into the energy of your own self, because you have the gifts that are there. And even look at some of the relationships, because you're going to find your worthiness and things are going to surface because there's some parts of you that you're giving away. So what are you giving away? What is the energy that you're giving away to continue to have this, you know, and continue to have this. All right. So it's very vitally important. And as you do this, you get the 3 of Cups. Look at these cats. You get the party girls. So the party girls start coming in. When you start realizing your own self-worth and going into the rebirth and saying, this is what I want and this is what I don't want, man, shit gets real. You find you just like, yeah, this is really what I want. This is where I want. I'm sticking with this. This feels right. So that you're not multitasking 3,000 things all at once. Doing what you feel is absolutely right for you. So there you go. For those who are asking me questions, it's hard. I can't read everybody what they're saying as I'm doing this. I get too off track. What I've done, the Aries and the Virgo, they're all at the bottom. So I list who I'm doing. The first up was Aries, and then I do Virgo. Now I'm on to the third sign that I'm doing. I pull all them out of my little goddess box. And thank you for the compliment about my aura being purple. And I pull them out of the box. All right. A lot of Aries are coming in because you guys there's a lot of shit happening with Aries right now. And I'll go back to the Aries. And the reason being is that you have Mars retrograde in your sign right now. And he is at like 27 degrees. So there's stirring up and you're squaring. You're going in. The squaring right now is in between Pluto and Saturn. And he's in between doing that. And the exact is coming up this weekend. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to stir up in and around your life. A lot of things that you got to clean up. Start cleaning up. What do you got to clean up in your life? What do you got to start looking at? Especially when it comes to your home life. And in doing that, Mars just wants to go and get going, but he hasn't been retrograde in his house since 1988. And since he hasn't been retrograde there for so long, there's a lot of shit in there. So he already did the first Passover of this starting July 25th when he hit 15 degrees. And that was when he started to enter his shadow phase and went all the way up to 28, 29 degrees. Then retrograded, not last week, but the week before, Wednesday. And then things started to get real. Things started to get ugly for a lot of people. Things, challenging people, things in your house. What is it that, is appearing? It could be doing with outsiders that are being, assholes to people who you have business to, or neighbors that don't want to be real and come to you and talk to you, but want to be evil. So this is where for you, Aries, it's starting to really look at what is going on in your life. And when does it, this is going to be, he goes forward November 13th, but he's still in the sign. That means he's going to go forward at 15 degrees, which is on November the 13th, but he's going to go back over everything that he's covering up. So this is going November the 13th. It's going to be the third Passover. He's already done one. This is the second one where he's going back in and he's saying, what the hell? Then he's going to go forward. He's going to be in a square with lovely little Mr. Saturn for some time throughout this, off and on. And the reason being is that he's really pulling things up, really getting to the root of what is going on in your life and what is happening. And what do you want to create? So that's the thing. So that's what's happening with Aries. So there you guys go. I'm going on to the next sign. Hi, James. Hey, James, I sent you a message on Facebook. I don't know how else to get a hold of you. So if you want, you can leave your number there and I can text you. So hello, James. Could be possible opportunities, maybe. You got to be centered and grounded and true to who you are. If you're not true to who you are with the energies that are coming in, you're going to get fucked over. Basically it. You got to be in your truth, because it's a tower that's coming in for everybody. It's a dismantling of the world around me. And it's dismantling of the world that's coming in. Right? And with that dismantling, thanks, James. With that dismantling, we're heading into Aquarius, and they don't want dismantling. Aquariuses don't like to make any changes unless they make the changes themselves, because it's an Aquarius. It's got to be their way or the highway. God bless us all with the Aquariuses, because that's the energy. Because we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and it's about truth. It's about here I am. This is where looking at the bigger picture with it all, right? Who else ran to their phone to see what sign she was talking about with the Tower card? The Tower comes in with everybody. So if it's coming in for me, it's coming in for everybody. That's the law. So with Aquarius, we have that there's something about your instincts, profession, your imagination. You really got to trust it. It's thinking outside the box and moving further. This is where you are going to have to design to evolve to your soul. So this is like, really, if you've been trying to keep safe and be safe, then this is where it's not going to, you can't keep safe. You got to evolve. This is where you have to go into where the opportunities for expansion and understanding are, which is the HU, highly uncomfortable, right? You guys have to, that's the new word, HU, highly uncomfortable. So Aquariuses, you got to get highly uncomfortable, because your soul is evolving and expanding and going into a new realm, in a new way. So if you are trying to play it safe, you're gonna get kicked out. So this is an evolution. This is this is about an invitation. Sorry, thank you. Invitation to create more love and harmony in your life. But in order to create that love and harmony in your life, things have to get messy. You got to become a hot mess. You got to be willing to become a hot mess. If you're not willing to become a hot mess, then how can you create the masterpiece? How can you create that beauty around you? You got to be able to come into it. And this is where the Sagittarius. So we got this lovely moon in Sagittarius right now. This is where this energy comes in that is going to bring you the good fortune and have you step into your faith. You got to have faith that the arrow that you put out there, the arrow that goes into the cosmos, the connection to that of the outer realms, is coming in for you to bring in the changes. And I know it's very abstract and it sounds like really out there, but this is expanding. This week is about expanding yourself in new ways. This is about getting, again, it's highly uncomfortable. It's getting you uncomfortable. You got to expand. You got to get uncomfortable. If you want to create the changes, because you got to be open to the new possibilities that are coming in to your life, into your area. If you're not, if you're not, it's gonna, I feel like it's going to grab you and it's going to make you do it. And this is... And it's not very good. It's not a very good thing when we're making Aquariuses do something they don't want to do. It's like you're pushing air and sometimes your hand's just going through it. It's like, come on, let's go. And it's like, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing it right now. So this is about daring to be different, daring to be that individual, which you are, Aquarius. Aquariuses, you are huge individuals. You love to be different. You love to be into the abstract. It's where I'm waiting for my daughter to step into who she is, who she really is. She's an ultra conservative Aquarius, but she does have a Taurus moon. That doesn't help. So this is coming into, and this is arriving. And it's coming into your career. What kind of career do you want? What kind of transformations do you want in your career? This is bringing that in, and you got to love it and you got to feel it, right? And what does the love and what does the energy have to do with all of that? And it brings in clarity. Whoa, look at her. Look at the intent that she looks Aquarius. She's so intense with that intensity, with the beautiful peacocks that are on here, the purple, and she just has that intensity of look. So bringing in your clarity of understanding of what's happening. And when you do that, you find your strength. That strength. Oh, I love this. Look at the little kitty is giving the big kitty. You just a nice little rub. right? Coming in to this change and transformation, coming into this abstract energy for you is going to bring in expansion to what it is that you want within your relationships, within your business, your career. It really will help you to go. But it is uncomfortable. It is something that's not going to be easy. It's going to be where you have to be a hot mess for a while again. And the thing is that I know with the Virgos and the Aquarius, it's like, oh my God, we don't want to be a hot mess. But, when you're painting, when I'm painting, Kim always tells me, she goes, Mary, it's got to be a hot mess. She tells us all, it's going to be a hot mess. It's got to be a hot mess before it gets to be anything. So it's stepping into that beauty of a hot mess and knowing that through the hot mess, you're going to create something fabulous and fantastic. So who's next? This is like so much energy coming in today. I'm glad I grounded outside before I came in to do this, man. It's Leo. Do you believe it? Leo is up. Leo is up. Whew, my Leos. Bring on the fire. Leos are ready. They're ready. They're ready to bring this. I think you're kind of happy that we're coming out of the earth signs, my little Leos and stuff. What does the astrology say about the world in general and all the turmoil with Black Lives Matter and riots? They're just going to get worse. Mars retrograde, definitely. They're just going to get worse. Things are going to evolve in the United States. They're heading towards some more chaos and dismantlement of what's going on. And they're going to be in it for some while to get this dismantlement and it's the restructuring of your whole system. But the thing is that Americans are very egotistical and think they don't want to work with community, which was the founding fathers, what they wanted, that people come together and work together. But they're not. They're separating and pointing fingers instead of healing and coming together so that they can heal as a unity, as a unit, to create something bigger and better than what it was before. But that, and that goes with the whole world too, because there's so much there that's happening. Woot, woot, Leo. Oh, these little kitties. My little Leos, I bet you just like, oh my God, let's get out of this earth energy. It's been emotional. But I think it's been emotional for years for you, for sure, with a lot of this happening. And the first real focus is on home and family matters this year. And this year began with Mars here. And while he left on the 3rd of January, but the thing you're excited about is the motivation. This is bringing in some motivation. And we got Juno coming in for you this week. And she's the queen of commitment. And she returns to the breath to breathe in new life. So we got the queen. She's the queen of queens. She's Juno. Juno's married to Jupiter. She's the queen. She's coming into her hubby's house. She's like, here I am. I'm going to be in the king's house. I don't mind. I'm the queen, so I'll be in the king's house. So this is about decisions you make now are like building blocks. So whatever you're doing and whatever you're deciding to do are building blocks of what it is that you want to create. Now, with everything dismantling, you have lots of bricks to choose from. So promises are kept close to home, and action in the presence are building blocks. So are you ready for the big C? Commitment. So this is about, your commitment to moving, your experience, and allowing things to motivate and get you going. And this brings in Venus, because Venus is there, baby. Venus is expanding, bringing in desires, bringing in beauty. She's in your sign right now. She's wanting to be heard. It was in your first choice. I've already said it once online. I don't think I should be saying the C word, that C word again. I don't want to be totally kicked off Facebook. I got to have a reason. I got to have a reason for it. I got to have a reason. Someone's really got to get me because I don't say that word. So, but it's owning it. That's for sure. So this is where we're coming into a lot of things to do with partnerships, deals around love and work. So yeah, there's a lot of things to do with what are you building? What are the building bricks that are coming in? And knowing that Venus is there to help you to expand, to bring in, this is what I want, this is how I want it. And it's, the romantic or business opportunities that are going to come in. So this is a week that would be a really good week for you to look into if there's any business dealings, anything that you want to create and start to work on. Well, all of Britain says it. All of Europe say it, but it's receiving, being open to receiving the goodness. Receiving the goodness. Believe you are worthy of the abundance. Believe that you are worthy of all the abundance that is coming in for you. So when you believe that you are worthy to have that, those building blocks will come into you very easily and things come together. This is about looking into, because Mercury's coming in there. We got Mercury, because you're the sun. So wherever the sun is, you're going to feel that energy intensely. So the sun is coming into Libra. So you're going to feel the intensity over the next 30 days with where it is. So it's just like somebody who's Cancer, wherever the moon is, they feel that energy more intensely than somebody else. So who's ever their sun sign is, they're going to feel where what their ruling planet is, where it's at, and they'll feel it a little bit more intensely, right? So being in Libra, this is about balancing. This is about relationships. This is about looking at how I can build things in a more harmonious, loving way and bringing that and allowing myself to receive so I can put the blocks on to where I can balance it all out. Hello, Andrea. And with that, you got blessings of love. Look at what you get. Look at Leo, this is for Leo girls. It could be for Leo guys. It can be too. But the Leo man comes in. Here he comes in and he says, we're going to give you blessings of love because Libras love love. Libras can, got a little sneaky side piece of them where they want to have the love. They want to have the cuddles. They want to have that, so let's sit down and just snuggle and spoon for a while kind of energy. So we have this loving energy that's coming in with James. Yes, that's what we like. With this, for you lovely little Leos, is this energy of saying, yes, I just, what? I want to be scratched. I want to be massaged. I want to be pampered. I want to feel that energy as it comes in. I want to decide, because Venus is there too. And Venus is saying, yeah, I want that. And who does Venus rule? Venus rules Libra. So you have this coexistence of energy that's coming in. Libra is good to have long distance relations too, but there's not around all day. Well, but you're going to have it all around all day for the next 30 days. So you're going to have that energy around you. And then with Venus there, it wants to embrace it even more. So it's coming into this lapse of energy of feeling it, very much so. And of course, it's all about look at all the emotion and feelings that are coming in. It's the 10 of Cups. It's harmony. It's bringing in this real beautiful energy, a flow for you this week. And amongst the crazies in building something new for yourself. So you're going to be feeling that renewal with building and putting the building blocks of what it is that you care to create. So wonderful and harmonious. I try to bring in nice, positive, lovey-dovey stuff for you guys, Now we have Cancer. Cancer. We got the energies of Cancer. So here we go. This energy is coming in. Mm. I feel a little bit of escapism coming in with Cancers, with all the emotion that's coming in. And with Mars in your career sector 11 days ago means that he's here now for the rest of the year. So he's here now. So with Mars being there retrograde, I mean, I think there's a lot of emotion that's coming up with the Cancers. Emotion that's coming up to bringing in balance with work and play, wanting to bring in something of harmony. Mine sounds moody today. Told him to stay at work. And it's, it's where they have to be truthful on what they want and how they want it. This week is like, I think with the aggression, the thing is that confrontation is not their thing, not their forte. But it's not what you're asking; it's the way you ask it. And I think that's going to be a theme this week. Is that if you want something, Cancers, you got to be no. I want it not humming and hawing and saying, "Oh, maybe this way, maybe that way." It's like, no, this is the way I want to have it done, and that's going to help you with your purpose and destiny. Definitely. That's going to help you to get what you want, especially in around love and looking at the long term, because you want to have, this is, Juno is coming into your fifth. So that's your pleasure center. It's your, the fifth house. This is where it's about commitment, promise, ones we cannot easily extract. This is where, Venus in its ruling second, it's all about your values and how you value yourself. This is looking into some balancing here and looking into your purpose and destiny, definitely, because there is a balance that has to come in here, but you got to be honest and be able to say it and speak it and not mumble it. Be honest, be forthright. And the sun comes in. So we got double sun. So that's opposite to you, Cancers, right? So that is opposite energies. It's on the other spectrum, the sun and the moon. I mean, they are, they work together, obviously, but that's, for you to have a lot of sunlight. So there's a spotlight that's coming in, and it's about ownership. It's about the need for practical and emotional support. It's about your ambitions and your desires of what it is that you want, and being honest with your ambitions and desires of going forward, and staying positive through it all, like really staying positive. The worst is behind you. If you're all over the place with your emotions, you're not going to be able to feel that sun. You're not going to be able to feel that, energy of balance that you're definitely are needing. And you can't be shy about telling others what you want. This is about, you got to be honest with what you want. You got to be truthful with what you want and be out there. And with that, we got, there's all blessings of the children. It is. I mean, it is that inner child. It is that love. It is that spirit that you want to bring forth, the harmony and peace, right? So that childlike energy to come through. And the thing is that, when we look at kids say, when kids say the darndest things, they will say truth. They just like blah, without even thinking about it. They're going to say what it is that they need to say. And when they do that, when they say what they need to say, this could be, we got the five of Pentacles coming in. So you're not really looking around. You might be really mopey. The sun is coming in. You're just like, no, I don't want to be dealing with that. And so you're just sort of moping around. But know that things are coming together, and you got to say it with truth, and you got to say it with honesty in order for you to step forth and discuss it. So push towards what you need to push towards, and be honest with it. If you're not honest with it, and if you're sort of humming and hawing with it all, you're going to find that it's going to get ugly. It's not going to be good, and then you're going to be really angry because it didn't work out. the way that you wanted it for yourself. So this is like really important for you to really look at that honesty bit for you and say it. And Jarrett, you don't have to stay home. You can come home anytime you want. Don't listen to Candace. And the next up, well, I guess we're going through the water. We got Pisces coming up. So Pisces energy, wow. Hello, 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 everybody. Thanks for joining me and coming on in. So my lovely little Pisceans. Yeah. I'm just thinking, you know, oh, you're a Brit. You're a Pisces. I love you. So we got things. I got just looking at this. It's you know, we have things to do with finances coming in, financial instincts and imagination fueled. So we got things to do with finances, and with Mercury, you know, heading and heading forward right now. This is really a time of looking into your finances and looking into money matters, and really putting money matters into order. And you're going to find that it's starting today, and there's things to do with communications and working on that communications. Now, if you don't have a good rapport with money, or if you have issues and you'll have a love-hate with money, this is a time to really maybe start to work on what are those issues that you have with money, because there's a soul soaring energy that's coming in, that's pulling you into a new direction and letting your inner guide come in and connect. And you need you need like a bigger love experience. So this is expanding a lot of what, you know, your needs, your wants, your desires coming forth, and what you are saying yes or no to, what you decide to let go of and keep close. These decisions will be locked in for long term this week. So this is a week of looking at, what do I want? What do I don't want? Is this working for me? Is this not working for me? How you come to that decision while you weigh up whether it lights your life and expands you, or whether it takes you down and makes you feel like shit. So this is really coming into your intuition, and it's important because it's your inner wisdom is your most valuable resource. And looking at your experiences and the energies that are surrounding you right now, this is looking at, you know, what is your commitment, and are you committed to the bigger love? Are you committed to this long-term energy? And that love could be a person, a place, a thing. What is it that's bringing that in for you? This is where, you know, with Venus and Vesta meeting in your sixth, it's about what you devote. What do you devote to? What is that importance that you have? And the 11th house comes in about granting wishes. What is it that, what are your, like, friends, luck, all of that come in. This is, you know, the 11th house is social connections. What do you want to be social about? What do you want to get out? Who do you want to be around? Right? This is what is nourishing you, and looking at what's nourishing you and what's important. This is about your mind and your body and your soul. That's what you measure when you need to commit to. How is it nourishing all of me, not just part of me? Because if it's not nourishing all of you, then we're going to have a very grumpy Pisces. So this is about looking at what it brings me happiness, what allows my happiness to increase, what takes it decrease. What do I feel about my finances? What is my relationship with my finances and my money and the abundance I want to bring in? So there's a lot to do with how you are feeling this week, and with Neptune in there. Of course, Neptune is retrograde right now. He's sextiling over to Jupiter. There's a huge expansion there, and then you have you're pointing over to Venus of saying, what are my dreams? What are my desires? What do I feel? And bringing in those dreams and desires. So this is like, you are right to be strong and optimistic. So bringing that in, saying, yes, this is truly what I desire. This is what I want. And if you're not stating it and you're just like, I don't know, maybe, then you're going to find yourself lost. So get out into nature. Get out into nature. Ground yourself. Find a sanctuary. Connect with the elements. Connect with the energies. If it's, and this is relationships on all levels. Every time, when anybody says relationship or love, they think, oh, it's the person I'm going to bed with. No, not necessarily. Relationships, friends, business, co-workers, the person down the street, your neighbor, all relationships. How are you coexisting in your world? How are they coexisting? Does it work? Does it not work? Right? How do you treat yourself? Exactly. So this is bringing in, blessings. There's blessings of the home. So looking at your home and your heart, what is that? What is that? And with Mercury, when you see that the only thing that's been preventing you from moving towards something better has been your own hesitation. So if you want to move forward, it's up to you. But if you're hesitating and not moving forward, then you're the only one to blame, because the energies are saying that it's time for you to connect. It's time for you to get out and allow yourself to be truthful with who and what you want to do and create and earn your income with, and being honest with that and saying, that's what I'm going to work on to create. So if I'm working at 7-Eleven, but that job is helping me to create the abundance I need because I want to be a fireman, or I want to go in and be a doctor, or I want to go in and open my own day spa or whatever. Then you're making a commitment saying, this is my term, and this energy is coming in and saying, good, locked in, let's go for it. We can do this. So this is, Three of Pentacles, long term. What are you working on to create? What is that creation that you are creating with the skills that you have? Well, then do it. I always say to people, you sit there and you hesitate and you're like, I don't know. There's so many other people doing it. Who gives a fuck? Go ahead, do it. There's so much free education out there on how to do it. And little tidbits, and YouTube has so many tutorials on it. Go for it. Do it. Allow yourself to open up to it. Allow yourself to open up to that energies and make it happen. But don't sit around and think about it. You got to put things into action. That's and especially as we're moving into, we'll be moving into a lot of air near the end of the year. And if you are not really willing to put things into action, if you are just going to sit there and think about it and I don't know, it's exactly what's going to happen. It's the I don't know. So it's doing it, it's creating it, and there's so much education out there on doing it, right? And the thing is that you can make a YouTube. Most of those YouTube tutorials that are out there, they're making it with their fucking iPhone. They don't have 4K cameras and all that kind of shit. They don't have that. Most of them that are making it, pre-recorded, edit, and all of that, and then they put it up. They don't, a lot of the ones that are making their money out of it. You watch it and you'll see. If there's something specific you want to make your YouTube tutorial on, go and watch the other YouTube tutorials that are about it. I don't edit my YouTube stuff. I just put it on. Your weight loss journey. Huge market. It's $1 billion market. It's $1 billion market out there for diet. How are you dieting? What's that journey like? Put it out there. Man, a lot of people, people are wanting to follow it. The other thing, hey, Dwayne, the other thing is that you got to also make sure, don't get hung up on what assholes say. Instagram, then you YouTube. Exactly. And put a TikTok up there with it all. So there's so much there that you can be doing with it. Sagittarius. Here we come, my lovely little Sagittarius. Did we do Sagittarius already? No, we didn't do Sagittarius. I thought we did. We did Aquarius. That was it. Not Sagittarius. We did Aquarius. All right, Sagittarius, what's going on with you? Reboot your future with an added passion? Yeah, I can see that. I have come to help straighten you out on this bullshit. Oh, fuck off. The sun in the 11th from the 22nd puts your focus very much on your connections to the future. So lots of connections. Connections are coming in. And the future could also revolve around the next generation and pursuing your passion. So things are coming in with your passion, your interpersonal sense as the past, present, and potential partners. So this is coming in very fast and furious, and coming into this fast and furious. And of course, who do I pull out is Uranus. So we don't know this. There's a lot of unknown energies that are going to be coming in for you, Sagittarius, and sudden changes and enlightenment, things moving, boom, boom, boom. It's electrical, right? But it's going to happen in your mundane world because it's Earth. So he's in Taurus right now. So things are going to happen that you think are fixed are going to be changing very rapidly. So there's energy that's going to light up in your world, and we all need that star to aim for. So this is like looking into past passions that need to be rebooted and need to reimagine. So if there's things that have been sitting there in the closet, it's like, boom, you're going to have new insights and stuff on how to do it and bring in your fire. So bring in that fire. That's what you need. More fire to my lovely little Sagittarius. But Jupiter is forward, even though he is in Capricorn, but he's forward. So your ruler is forward, and it's like he's making some progress because he's like, okay, I know there's only a few more places, like a few more months to go. So you got like 8 weeks, 9, 10, 11 weeks left with Jupiter in Capricorn. 11 weeks, you can handle it. No worries. But this is highlighting things for a solution. This is going beyond that current restrictions and getting you to move. And that's where Uranus comes in. And with that Uranian energy saying, blessings to lift the sadness. So anything that you've been holding on to that has been feeling very low, energies are coming in to lift it off and say, hallelujah, we're getting it all done. And I forgot my in getting it all done, it's time to play. Taking that time to play, to enjoy. And this is where you're looking back to go forward. So what was working, what was going on? Again, at the end of November, this is like looking at what do I need to put forward with all of this? What do I need to look into my new future? Because I'm going to take what I have known or what has worked and what hasn't worked, and I'm going to put it forward into my future. So So I can bring in that balance, that lovely moon energy comes in. Look at that kitty moon. Bringing in that balance of the moon and allow yourself to just come in to the elusiveness, to come in. And as you look backwards, you'd be seeing some shadows that aren't in your alignment anymore. So you can go clear. It's like, whichever way you want to swipe to get rid of it. And this is where, you look into and future promises come in. The future starts looking bright for you. Things start to open up and you start feeling, yeah, this is right. This is where I want to go. And it's going to help you. I feel like, don't be afraid to go back to the original terms of an agreement. So there's that energy. If you realize that you've been playing by someone else's rule, this is time that you're going to be calling the shots. far too long that it's restoring your energy. There's a restitution of restoring your energies to where. So it's a recentering, and Uranus is bringing in some crazy activity in order for you to fan your flame, to ignite it, in order for you to lift the sadness and have some fun with it all. Oh my God. So much, Sag. That's just a lot of energy coming in for you. So there's like, yeah, it's don't, I love what I wrote here. It says, don't be afraid to go back to the original terms of an agreement, or simply go in search of one that you know will deliver what you are seeking. This is your passion that's coming through. Your passion is coming through. I missed it. I got cut off. Where were you, Andrea? It was an awesome one. You got to wait till the replay. So you can fast forward. Here we come to the one and the only and the crazy Geminis in the house. You know, I got like when I say Geminis in the house, I got them coming in and doing their walk. Here are Geminis in the house. Gemini in the house. Here comes the Gemini in the house. Gemini in the house. So the Geminis are coming in the house. Here they come. Geminis in the house. They're walking, they're strutting, they're doing their thing. Geminis are in the house. They're coming in, they're doing their thing, and they're looking cool. And they're just like, commitments can be entered into, and renegotiations. So there's renegotiations. There's things coming in for you. Agreements between you and another. What? So there's things that are coming in for renegotiation. Maybe it's renegotiation of an old love. You know, so this is coming into this energy. So prepare yourself for an extra dose of Mercury mayhem. So this is about looking into your house, your routine, your work. Are paid or unpaid? What's going on? What's going on with your work life? Is it sucking? What's your health like? Are you taking care of yourself or not? This is about your tasks and your well-being. And this is also where promises, commitments in that are coming in. What promises and commitments are you making to others and to yourself? Are they in alignment? Do they feel right? Are they not? What is going on with you? What is happening? What is going on? And of course, we change our mind. That's why I'm going like this. It's like, Gemini, do I like this? Do I don't? Do I like this? Do I don't? Bump, 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 bump. So this is where it's a U-turn. You are getting long-term decisions we are making, and we won't be able to U-turn. You are going forward. You're going into a new way. You've made some decisions. There's decisions that you have made, and there's no U-turn. You got to keep on going with whatever decisions that you made. And that is where it comes in. And here comes Scorpio, because Scorpio is going to make you look at it. It's the intensity. It's coming down. It's this energy of saying what. It's almost where I got now. The hand of Scorpio coming into the Gemini and saying, come on down. I'm going to strip you down, because it's time for you to take off some of that shit and start to really stand into your power and start taking care of your fucking self. Geminis, sorry, but they're showing me that a lot of you Geminis are not taking care of yourself. You are causing havoc, maybe with others, but even within your own self. So this is where it's like, you got to start looking into, because we got retro shadow coming in when it's coming to signing things, agreements, impact, long-term. A lot of things that you are doing right now are going to cause long-term effect on your life. Do you want it good? Do you want it back? As you come in, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You want good? Well, let's work on that. Let's get this done. Let's have this come together. You don't want it good, little Geminis? Well, then that's what you get, because this is long-term effect. This energy that's coming in this week is going to cement how things are going to be like in your future. So if you've been being an asshole about to your own self and to others and everything, then that's what's going to come back. But if you're saying, you know what, I've been working, I've been really watching my health, I've been really sleeping well, I've been trying to get things together, then things come together. And that's where a rebirthing comes in, which brings in new opportunities and possibilities. So this is where it's like you know, Mars pushes you towards something you want, need, or desire for the future. This is a huge push. And the thing is that your wants, needs, and desires could be good, could be bad, depending on your perspective. What you think is good could be what other people think are bad. And what you think is bad could be what other people think is good. So it's your perspective of it. But you have to own it. You have to own it. If you're not going to own it, you know, because there's a polarity. We live in a 3D world. Yeah, we might be ascending up there to the 5D, but guess what? The 5D has to come down to the 3D, and you still have to deal with the black and the white, the positive and the negative. That's what you have to deal with, because we live here. We chose to live on Earth. So understanding the law of polarity, whatever is, you know, there's always an opposite to everything. Equal and opposite. So, and looking at that, and with that, blessings to find your truth. Oh, like, come on. That's the Gemini card. Look at the intensity in her eyes, and she has a crow. I don't know. I think that's could be Scorpio, but I think that's really I got like a lot of Gemini coming in because the North Node's being in Gemini. So it's really pulling you to your higher truth. It's really pulling you to where you need to start looking at. And this also marks the start of an important cycle of attraction for you as the sun lands in your 5th. So this is looking at long-term potential. So what do you want for long-term potential? Because you're going to have the sun in Libra. What is that balance that you are wanting to be committed to? And with Mars pushing things forward, it's time to start looking at that truth of commitment. Oh, I pulled 2 cards out for you. The Death card. So death to what is no longer working. Allow it to die away. Allow it to die away. Don't keep anything that is not working. And with that, brings in your commitment and community that you want, the passion. The 4 of Wands comes in and bringing in that commitment and passion that you want to bring in when you allow things to die away. That's pretty good. But I know there's some Geminis out there that just, you know, they're not paying attention. And there's some Geminis out there that are really paying attention to get things done. So where do you lie? Whew. Where do you lie with all of this? Here we come. It's Capricorn time. Now, man, Capricorns. Yeah, it's we know you guys have had a heavy toll coming in, and a lot of heaviness coming in and around you. And this heaviness, I just feel like, though, if you've been doing the work, you'll come back. If you've been doing the work, it's a good day for talks, teamwork, collaborations. If you've been doing the work. If you haven't been doing the work, it's going to be hard. You're playing for keeps this week, and this is about making choices and taking all the time you need. Big decisions impact. We got Saturn going forward this week, so it's really making some impacts. We got the fall equinox happening. Jupiter is forward. Pluto is still retrograde. So this is looking into your long-term decisions, but you really have to make sure that these are it. So this is really taking your time to go over it. Take your time when it comes to entering into anything that is going to take, a commitment. So let's say you're a draftsman, and there's something coming up that they need you to create, and this is going to be that you're going to be on this project for several, for the rest for several months or longer. So is this on the dotted line? So is this where your heart desire? Or for the loan, maybe there's a loan that you're signing, and you have to look at, is this really what I want to do for the long term? And in doing that, this is where your second house, so it has to do loans. Yeah, so it has to do with money. And Juno, the ruler of marriage and long-term promises and commitments, is entering your 11th on the 21st, and this is your house of future. So what you agree to now will influence that future, and you will be locked in for a long haul, in other words. So we also have Mercury entering this house this week on the 27th, and Mercury is in retro shadow in preparation for the full retrograde next month. And this should be one more heads up for you when it comes to signing anything. So you really got to really watch whatever you're going to be doing this week, and looking into the deeper levels of what you want to be committed to, and because it could cost you money. And so there's positive energy that's around when you decide to look into it. There's positive energy when you decide to say, okay, I'm going to look into the long-term energies with this, because we also have the sun arrival in your 10th on the 22nd, and it occurs the same day as Venus and Vesta meet in your money house, so your 8th house. So this is all to do with salary, legacy, benefits. 8th house is Scorpio, so it has to do with commitments. What are your commitments, and putting up the boundaries for those commitments when it comes to positive energy to continue it on. And if you need it, you got to ask for help or advice. Get it. Ask for that help. Ask for that advice for that long term. And you'll get blessings with this. So blessings will come in for the work that you're going to do, because if you're really committed to it, of course, Saturn will stick to it. If you're not committed to it, then it's not going to work out for you. So this is looking at it, putting together, if it's not going to, going into the direction of what is going to work for you. You can place everything up very nicely. Now's the time to say, okay, listening to your intuition and saying, this isn't my bag. I you know what? I love all of you. Boom, 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 boom. I'm done. Here you go. I'm going into a new direction. This is where I feel that is my long term. And when you're honest with you can come into the deeper levels of this. You're going to find that commitment is going to feel right up your alley. But, this is when it comes to entering or exiting anything. Make certain it's in line with your values. Is this in line with your values? Does this feel right for me? If not, and you commit, you're going to be feeling really miserable with all of it. So make sure that you feel in alignment with it. Next up, Libra. Welcome to the fall. Welcome to this beautiful Mabon time of year, as we are entering into the lovely, lovely Libra energy. So the Libra comes in, and the Libra wants to come in at 0 degrees with the sun hitting the equinox. It is all about balance and newness, and bringing that balance into our lives. And this is your birthday cycle. This is if love matters seem to be a repeat. Remember, the conversations may be old, but you are brand new. This is your brand new. This is your energy, Libra. This is the time to get ready to work for your worth. This is to make a stand out. This is Libra season. Happy birthday, Libras! Can't forget a Libra. If you forget their birthday, they kind of pout. Unlike Leos, they just remind you over and over and over and over and over and over and over again that their birthday's coming. And so you can't forget it. So you're on this brink of newness and this new energy and something you won't have experienced before. So this is bringing in a lot of messages. This is bringing in a lot of brand new and allowing for you to bring in. And I got branding yourself. So bringing in and branding yourself and making an internet presence. So this is really getting out there so people can see you. Allow yourself to be seen. This is about looking into your wistful, compassionate, and forgiving. Very much, allowing for this energy, this long-term financial commitments is coming in for you. Looking at that and natural endings that are coming in. So whatever is ending, it's ended. You're moving forward into something better. You're looking into longer-term commitments that are coming in for you. This is bringing in a new group of friends, groups, clubs, that kind of thing are all coming in around you. New associations. So this is like really a rebirthing for you. And it's very magical. Look at the magic that comes in. So make a wish. You get 10 wishes on your birthday and bringing in these wishes. And this is bringing in, if you past, present, or potential partners, or close associations, or even rival or frenemies. This is about you looking into how you approach things, because retroactive Mars is coming in, and you may have been, conversations, a lot of deja vu qualities are coming in. But I got branding yourself, getting out there. You got to really put yourself out there. This is who I am. This is what I do, because it's a fresh start that's coming in that's going to be bringing you in some really fabulous new starts with this, and blessings for the right words. So bringing in blessings for the right words. Blessings for the right words. Nice. Blessings for the right words. Bringing in that compassion and that love of what you want. This is, we got Sirius re-enters your love zone. And this could be bringing in some opportunities there of things that you love. And opportunities around work or money. When things come in with the retrograde, it's like things from past energies come forward. But it's all about, we got the Two of Swords. It's trusting the balance in your life, trusting that give and take that you have in your life. This is where you come in and you listen to the information that's coming through to you, and you trust it. You may not see it, but you got to trust it as it comes forward so that you can follow it. There's opportunities there for money that's coming in and rewards with the money. So pretty good for you, Libra. Pretty good. Well, okay. So we got that going. And in comes the Taurus. Here comes the bull. Whew. Lots of energy there with the lovely Taurus. Got this bull coming in. Bullion. Oh, you're welcome, James. No problem, love. Easy, man. No problem. So I got my mind. My mind is going all over the place with this energy right now. Commitment, renegotiation. I know it's hard. I think with the Taurus is that they're trying to get grounded, but they can't. Put a ring on it. Past promises are going to the future now. So Taurus, the ones you've made and can't easily back out of. So there's long-term, again, you're under long-term commitment too. So contracts, commitments are coming in for you. To know thyself is very important. To trust yourself is very important. And make true to your promises. Don't back out if there's something there. And this is about your home, your family, your security, your well-being, and what you know to be true on the soul level. This is about your own truth, not worried about others' truth. And with vesting your whole house of home, and plus the sun in your 6th on the same day, you need certainty and security. And I think that's why I was feeling scattered, because a lot of you Tauruses don't feel that security, and having that security, and it's important. So there must be some kind of healing or healing that you need with Chiron coming in. And Chiron being in Aries is really like, okay, what is my commitment? What is my long term? And Mars is retrograde. Maybe you're feeling overcommitted. Maybe there's just too much on your plate and you need to take some of it off and step back a bit. Taking in a new direction, right? Taking in something, right? Aw, blessings going out, Kathy. That is sad. That is sad. So, I mean, having their daughter die and then their son die, it's that's a lot in 9 months. That's a loss. Lost both their children. That can really take somebody down a dark hole. Sending out blessings to the family. Right? Sorry to hear that. That's horrific. That really is. With that. So sending out prayers and blessings to them all. Never want to hear those kinds of things, but it does happen. So, but I got to go on with these, with the Taurus energy. It's needing to go deeper with your realignment and renegotiation. So this is about being your truth of who you are, perhaps to what you know is right for you now. Keep that promises. It's about keeping promises, because there's a key there and there's Chiron. Chiron is like a key too. So if you look at Chiron's very much like a key. So looking at that key, looking at those opportunities, because if you're being true to who you are, Tauruses, there's expansion that comes in, where you can soar, where you can be, and create that. And blessings for a mother. So blessings of bringing in, blessings of a mother, that fruitfulness, that love, that joy, that contentment with it all. So, but it's really because, your ruler is Venus, and Taurus, you love to have pretty things. And you do have that very loving energy about you. When the moon goes into Taurus, it's like it's vacation home. I love it. It's great. I feel good. But you have Uranus there right now, and Uranus is really shaking up everything in your life. A lot of the energies, and they're very unexpected. So this is about being truthful to who you are and doing what it is that you want to do for the long term. And that's going to allow for you to go on a new adventure. So listening to the clarity that comes in for you. That's the Ace of Swords, listening to the clarity, the information that's coming in. It's coming in. You got to listen to the clarity that's coming in and trust it. Last but not least, I'd have to go for a nap after this. It's been a busy day. Even this morning when I got up to do our meditation and stuff and got ready for the meditation, it was just like I was already, there's so many things like this, like all this stuff having to get done. It was just nutty. And some of it I still haven't gotten done, but I will. It'll get done eventually. Scorpio. Oh, this is me. That's probably Scorpio. I got to get all this stuff done. Organization. This is Juno, the queen of commitment, especially commitment to your relationships. Bigger deals. Nice. Big deals are coming in. This is where to choose or not to choose. Even not choosing is a choice. So your choices are what you connect. Our past to our present. Shape your future. Send yours in a new direction to how you choose now. So what are you choosing, Scorpio? What kind of commitment are you signing up for? And, put a ring on that decision. Put a ring on it. This is about a new deal for the future, and choices drive our destiny. So serious about. There's love coming in, promises to make and keep this week. Juno, which rules the big commitment, arrives. So there's some real big commitments that are coming in. And are you willing to take that and put that commitment in? Like, this is really stepping in and saying, I am going to be committed to this, and this is it. So stepping forth, and of course the fourth house comes in. Roots. When you're making a commitment, you're putting roots down. And I think that's, what are you wanting to be committed to? What is important to you in your life, Scorpio? And if it's important for you to be doing whatever, for me, it's important for me to be a teacher. It's important for me to step into that spiritual leader, and to be the spiritual leader and be committed to that lays before me. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you're going to be, people are wanting to slaughter you and wanting to hang you out to dry. But if you're committed to this, you will get up and you'll continue going. No matter what the commitment is, this is looking in for your preparation for Mercury coming into your sign. Because he's coming in and he's going to be retro in October. So you also have the sun re-entering into your 12th. So, which is all about the fall equinox, balancing, coming into that balance, those secrets. We also have with, the Venus invest, in your 10th, which is about your career, your status. What does that look like? So there's huge commitment that's coming in and saying, this is my status, this is my career, this is what I stand for, and I'm going to stand in it. I believe in it. If you are unsure of it, if you're unsure of what that is, you got to explore things. You got to really get into the exploration of your power and get into the exploration of where you want to be committed and putting it forth, whether it's paid or unpaid. So with the moon comes in the power. So pay attention to your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, if it's not in your alignment, and if that's not where you want to commit, then don't. Otherwise, you're gonna get real crabby and bitchy, and it could be very vindictive, which is not good, because Scorpios can be very vindictive. So this is going into, where do you want that prosperity? Because when you do, the prosperity comes in. Manage everything that you do with love, and bring that love in. So this is long-term impacts. And with that, blessings for healings of an injury or illness. So if there's things that you have been injured, if there's illness that is there, the healing is coming in. The healing is there. And bringing that healing and that love around you. So whatever you're coming into commitment, maybe there's something there that this is truly what you want to do, and it needs to be healed as you are doing it. Call in, get the help, get that help for that healing. This is about you looking into new commitments now. And where do you want to commit yourself? And it isn't the psych ward. Although sometimes it feels like it. And this is, the Two of Cups comes in. So the Two of Cups, it's Two of Cups is love, it's choices, it's your commitment to love, to what you are loving, commitment to that of bringing in love. With that commitment, it's also about contracts. What are those contracts that you have? Both sacred contracts and real contracts. So if your current arrangement needs to be renegotiated, renegotiate it. This is about looking at your exit strategy. And this is about your power to say yes, your power to say yes or no with confidence. If it doesn't work, if it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. So this is putting down your roots, and bringing in that prosperity. The gift of money is there. Money's coming in for you, but you got to treat it with love and respect and understanding. And my little Scorpios, you really have to watch that you don't become, vindictive, because you decided to do something that's not really what you want to do. So stepping into it, sometimes it's scary. Sometimes in stepping into something, you're saying to yourself, well, I wasn't sure about that. I really didn't feel that. So if you don't really feel it, then don't do it, because the moon energy is coming in for you to feel your intuition. What? I did it. You guys are done for another week. Whew, and in that I'm losing my voice, but it is. This is a week, a turning point week. So, and bringing a turning point in. Tomorrow, I'm going to be down at Blessed Circle. So if anybody wants to come down, I'll be there from 11 to 4 tomorrow. So come down and see me, visit with me, spend some time. And we also have, what else do we have going on? Tomorrow's Maybon, and I do have a workbook that I did up. And is anybody interested in doing a Maybon celebration with me tomorrow evening? If they're not doing one themselves with the work, here I feel like I'm so far away, with the workbook that I've done and done up. And let me know, because I'll do something, and it's I can send you the workbook, and then we can do it online. So if you're interested in doing it, I was going to say $5 for it. If you want to do this Maybon celebration, but I feel I really want to open this up. So, and it's a power pause. It is a real powerful one in our cycle with this fall equinox. So I'm going to open it up and do it that way. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll put it up on my Facebook in a little bit so that you guys can. Oh, there's just there's so much, but I'm committed. I'm committed because this is what I want to do, and this is the life I choose. Have a blessed one, and blessings to you, Kathy, and sending out blessings to that family of just the tragedy that has happened. That is so sad. So blessings to the children and to the family. And so for you all, may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody, and thank you so much for being a part of my soul family. God bless, and the Goddess bless you.